Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. So glad you're here. I'm doing my 340th presentation, and it will be on Dendritic Agate. September 30th, announcement September 30th is my birthday. I'll be 54 years old. Yay! It's 2025, September 30th, 2025. So, my presentations. Well, we got Lady Boss here. She's going to help us learn all about this crystal. So my presentations are more like lectures, like podcast lectures. And plus we have the 4 C's. That's cats, cuteness, craziness, and chaos. Now, please subscribe and give a like to my channel. I am Lilith Moon on Facebook, and I am Lady Calamere on YouTube. So this is Dendritic Agate. This piece would be a bit pricey, as you can see why, towards this, which has some dendrites going in it. Then we have this piece, the way it's cut. But look at this. So, and I also did a presentation on tree agate. Now, did you know, even though dendritic agates are part of the agate family, it's not a true agate, because agates are banded. This is not. Now, what do you think is inside this that makes it? Could it be branches and leaves? Well, one time people thought so, or that it was fossilized leaves in it. And as much as we like to think it is, and it's a beautiful, maybe looks like a beautiful forest or landscape scenery, it's actually, these inclusions are actually manganese and iron oxide that makes these beautiful forest-like inclusions. And on the Mohs hardness scale, it's a 6.5 to a 7. So talc is on number 1 of the Mohs hardness scale, which is very, very soft. And diamonds are a number 10, which is very hard. And like when you get like sapphires, that's a 9. Just to give you an idea. Your crystal, a lot of your quartz crystals, and that's just a Herkimer diamond, is on a 7. So we'll give you an idea of the hardness of this. So, what else can we're going to have a lot to discuss on this. Dendritic agate is not an agate in scientific terms. When we get the dendrite or dendric, it's a Greek word meaning tree-like. So then dendritic or dendrite is tree-like. So it sure looks like trees. And this would be kind of pricey side too, the way it's cut and just the inclusions. And look at that. Look at that. So they are usually transparent with a greasy, waxy like luster. And they are usually transparent, though some can be opaque. They could be, dendrite itself could be white, green, or gray. But the ones we're going to be talking about are these. And sometimes they have a lovely purple. This has a reddish to it and clear, as you can see, transparent. This is semi-transparent, partially opaque, and this is as you can see, this is transparent. Now, most of these dendritic agates come from different places, but most of them are sourced from India, Brazil, and the United States of America. Now, the purple ones, the lovely purple ones you're going to be finding, come from Oregon. So the purple ones, if you see it purple, then you know it came from Oregon. They also are found in Czech Republic, as well as Iceland and Morocco. They are. What other scientific things can I think of? See, this is how I could tell you I don't have notes or a script because I have to remember what I know. Now, it vibrates to the number 3. And the astrological sign it's going to really work with is Gemini. Isn't that cool? The chakras, it as this ones that I'm showing you and not the tree I get, is going to work with all. And the element it works with is the element of earth. And this is a great one for you witches who love nature, who love nature and like the forest. This is a one to really connect with the nature spirits, the entities, and the powers that live in the forest. It's really a good one for that. Also, the planet it includes is Earth. Now, another one, astrological sign, a secondary sign that we'll work with is Virgo. Its other one is Gemini. Now, even though it works with all the chakras, it also works lovely with the heart chakra and the root chakra. Dendritic agate is a wonderful one to connect with all of nature and especially trees and ferns. And it's one to help you ground and to meditate and to basically reach out spiritually, branch out spiritually, to communicate, to branch out your mind, to branch out your powers, to reach out and touch someone. You know, that's reach out, touch someone, to do, to basically communicate someone through mental telepathy, to branch out your powers, to reach out to a certain dimension, world, a certain place. It's also great for, this is great for scrying and to literally, some people can make out pictures with these things when they're scrying for answers or to feel like they are to literally project themselves and feel like they are in some magical forest. Because it does represent a magical forest with the fae folk and gnomes. So, which are the elementals of earth. They are they work with earth. So it really is good for that. So Ghob, is the elemental king of earth. And you would do well to use one of these to communicate with him. And you don't just need this, but I'm just saying, we're talking about dendritic agate, so you would do well. And even tree agate as well. This is just so raw in a way, and so nature. Even though this is polished and cut, and this is pretty much polished and cut, and this is my raw piece, as you can see. So when working scrying with the element of earth, this is a good stone to use, a good crystal to use. Another place this is found, now go back to where you found where your places, where you found places, is Russia and Madagascar. In case I didn't say that, I'm not sure if I did. I'm sorry if I did. Now these are ones for protection, protecting. And you can visualize this as the branches snaring the negativity, the negative thoughts that people are saying, are doing, and grounding it out. Yes, to snare the negativity and ground it out to protect you. So they truly protect you and your aura and things that you want to use to protect your home or for general protection spells. They are also good for, and you're all going to love this, prosperity and money magic. So to call upon prosperity and money, this is your crystal doing money spells to bring that extra buck in, to bring that extra money, to be more lucrative in life. So, you money magicians, this is also called a stone of plenitude. Literally, it's called a stone of plenitude because it provides lots of abundance. It provides fulfilling your life with material need and even luxury. Now, the ancient Greeks, did you know this? They used to use this to grow and produce plentiful crops, to bring a wonderful, generous yield to their agricultural business. But it also is conducive for your business. So maybe you work at a business and you want you want to keep your job, so you want your store to grow, or maybe you own the store, you're a manager and you want to bring in more uh, money. Use the stone in magic. So sometimes these have been faked now through heating up and through dyes. So just be careful where you're getting them now, because now I got these. Gosh, I got this in early 2000, and I got all these in early 2000s. Okay, I think this was my first piece right around 2001 or 2002, and these were around from maybe after 2004. So probably around 2005 or 6 I got these. So right around the mid 2000s. Sorry, I'm just trying to jog my memory. While I was living in Louisiana, I got these pieces. And I got this piece while living up north. I love these pieces. They're so interesting and beautiful. Aren't they? Lady Boss, don't you want to say hello to everybody? Oh, she went up in her cat tree. So this is a stone to help you stabilize and center yourself and to center and stabilize your energy and to stabilize and center energy vortices, which is plural for vortex. So vortices and basically portals. So whether it's a temporary one or a permanent one, or one that you're having problems closing that you came upon, this can help stabilize it. Now, sometimes when we open a vortex, sometimes it may not be big enough or maybe unstable or wobbly. So this is good for that. Now, this is a stone, the crystal that stimulates peace, peace and tranquility for yourself and for your environment. It's a crystal of discovering yourself, who you are, what you want to do, why are you here? And like I said, for communication, not just physical communication, but mental telepathy, and to communicate spiritually with other beings, especially of earthbound spirits, earthbound ghosts, to communicate with earthly entities. So, crystal that will help you meditate, to focus and to clear your mind. It's also a crystal to master fear, to face your fear and master it and be the master of your own fear so that you can face it and control it. Where you master the fear does not master you. And speaking of which, it's a great one for PTSD. And now, disclaimer, if you need to see a doctor or take medication, do so. See a therapist, but use this stone along with it, okay? It goes hand in hand. It's great for soothing as it calms anger and stress, and especially negative stress. There's such thing as positive stress and negative stress, like going to a concert and moshing. You don't think that could be stressful in the body? Of course it is, but it's fun. Sometimes in the spot, it can be positive as long as you don't break a bone and knock a tooth out and go or get knocked unconscious or have a broken nose and stuff. Otherwise, it's fun, but it's still stress. But it's positive stress. Playing in front of the crowd can be fun, but it's still positive stress. Now, the negative stress is when you're having a fight with your other half, or when you're dealing with dueling dogs or dueling cats, or just dealing with a job you don't like. Dealing with a job that's hard work but you like is still stress, but it's positive stress. But it only becomes negative when it starts affecting your health. So remember that there's positive stress and negative stress. This is a stone and crystal. Dendritic agate helps deal with trauma. It's going to help you deal with trauma. And like I said, connection of nature and to help heal like a natural spot. If some tragedy happened or something negative is bad, you ever go to a part of an area, maybe by a tree that you don't feel comfortable at, or it's something bad. You feel it in your gut, or especially if it's near your home, you can empower a tree agate and help to again deal with whatever portal is there and whatever spirit is there, and to bring good spirits. Okay, when you banish something, you want to also invite something, because then you'll have a vacuum. And you ever hear of nature abhors a vacuum? Sorry, my nose is running. Now, it's also, you ever go to a place in maybe in the woods or forest where you don't feel comfortable, you know something's not right, you can put that there. You can also bring this to a place where you know there's spirits, maybe it's a forested graveyard, where some of these spirits that are bound there or energies just don't even feel comfortable, but they feel trapped and they don't feel right. You can give them some peace with this as a gift offering of love. And so you can help with the energies there. It just help. It may or may not get rid of something there, especially if it's been there for a long time and gained a lot of power. It may or may not, but it can't hurt. So, claiming yourself as whole, claiming wholeness. This is going to claim yourself as whole instead of feeling chipped, broken, and cracked. You can visualize yourself. Look, of all these inclusions, and look at how beautiful I am. That's the energy you can get from this. It's growth and wisdom through magical work, through inner work, through spell work, through meditational work, through therapy, working through with a therapist, growth and wisdom through that work. It will strengthen your inner self, especially when you're feeling like you're going through burnout. What's the point? I can't stand it anymore. Just holding this stone and talking to it can help you with that. If you're going through a 12-step program, maybe you're cleaning up your act and you're done drinking, you're done using illicit substance, maybe you're sick of overeating, maybe you're sick and tired of gambling. This can help you do some serious inner work, or any, well, even if it's not a 12-step program, maybe you go into rehab, you're tired of it all. Maybe you need to check into a psych ward or a psychiatric center. This can help you do some serious work and meditation. I mean, you can look at this as a piece of art and imitate it. And for those who are having these problems, you know, there are so many people going through your problems too. You're not alone. You may feel alone. You're not. So just looking at this and getting lost in this can be also a form of therapy. So instead, maybe you feel like you're going to go out on a night on a bender, bar hopping, and then you take this and you just get lost in it. Just get lost in this. And all of a sudden you're like, I've been here for like a half hour. And now I don't even feel like drinking anymore. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that great? So that can really help you. And of course, if you're having a gambling problem, a drug problem, alcohol problem, reach out to someone. Get yourself a sponsor. Get yourself a therapist. Get psychiatric help. Talk to your primary care and see where you can go from that point forward. And feel free to use this. So this can help you assist when you have imposed self limitations on yourself. And these patterns have now taken over your life. Imagine just letting the energy flow and getting rid of these self imposing patterns and seeing all of the avenues, the pathways, and roads that now you can expand mentally on and take. Now, the purple varieties of these, which I do not have purple, so I don't have purple. This has red in it, like rust, like brick red. The purple ones are good for purification of body, mind, and spirit, and definitely for spiritual transformation and spiritual, just feeling like you're royal in a spiritual way, to feel like you're a noble, to claim your prince or princess status or queen or king or empress or emperor status spiritually. And that's not to say you get to be egotistical and a snob and narcissistic. No. It's basically to feel like you are royalty and you deserve to wear that crown. So this can help you promote when you have to accept things that you can't change and to be able to deal with it and learning how to accept it and to improve your situation or to go with the flow and say, well, and to be grateful for the things that you do have, to be, maybe you're not going to be the prom queen, maybe you haven't been elected the prom queen, maybe you're not part of the popular crowd or the in crowd, maybe you're still living with your parents, you're 20 years old, you're still living with your parents, to accept that situation and to be able to grow from it and understand it and to go with the flow. So that's what the purple ones can do. So back to these. So we're going to get off the purple ones right now. Maybe I'll go back to it. Maybe I won't. Who knows? I don't know. I don't even know. Now, this allows you to contact your shadow self, a perception of it, so that you can integrate it. And you can integrate all your aspects of being. So you can integrate it and go from there from what you need and for what you have to do. What do you want, little boo? You want to jump on the chair? You want to jump on the chair? We'll turn that chair around. There you go. Lady Boss is here. Oh, no, she wants to go. She's waving goodbye with her tail. She just flew away like a helicopter. She waved her tail. So, this helps you to express yourself, especially when you feel your self expression has been blocked. Now, if you feel someone is blocking you or binding you, this will help you unblock it. To unblock that, And if you feel like you're having a creative block, use this. Use this. Meditate on it and see where you can go from there. What do you get from this? How can I grow? Look at this. This is a crystal of growth. Look at this. Just look at this fantastic, wonderful, splendid piece. So this can really help you grow. So if you feel someone has blocked your road, just think of where you can grow, where you can expand your branches at. So this, since your blood vessels branch and your nerves branch, this can, you know how like attracts like. Well, this can be used in that type of magic of seeing, you know, your blood vessels are flowing good, your nerves are good. Again, take medication as needed. It's also good that treats. It's a crystal that treats disorders in your bones and your skeletal frame, your circulatory system. It's great to place or press on to the place of pain or injury, or maybe you got some bruising. It's used in healing for pain relief and also healing for plants itself. Maybe your plant is not doing so good and you don't know what's going on. You could put that and next to it or bury it in the earth or the pot itself and see how it goes. You power it and you place it in. It also deals with ley lines to help overcome like the geopathic stress, which I guess they call black ley lines. It is readily available, and depending on how much you're going to pay, is like this. Even if this was raw, it would be worth more than this raw. If they were both polished and cut, this would still be worth more than this. This would be worth more than that. This is worth more than that. Not, I mean, well, it's also cut, polished, and set, so definitely. But I'm just saying, even if they were both cut, polished, and set the same way, and they were the same amount and same weight, this would be worth more. So, dendritic agate allows you to, how can I say it? To grow from what's within. Maybe you got an idea and you want it to grow. Maybe you got a plan and you want it to grow. But it also gives you see how it can grow different ways. You can have different plans. Maybe your plan is to go here or up here or here. So plan A, B, and C. But it still gives you a way to branch out. Maybe you got a little business and now you want to make it into two businesses and three businesses. And before you know it, you got a national chain on your hand. So that's something that you can use magically to help you with. What else do I want to say? During times when things are disorienting or discordant, this is going to help you to remain calm or as calm as possible and direct the energy during this situation to deal with the situation. Another thing is this crystal really enhances gentleness, and to learn how to walk lightly, but be firm upon the earth, and to enjoy the moment and be at ease and taking time to enjoy the moment. It helps you to be committed to doing transformational work and inner work to grow and to balance yourself in your life. When you feel unworthy, you feel like garbage, maybe you feel like a sewer pipe, then dendritic agate has a wonderful, friendly power to help you realize that you are not a trash heap. And like I said, they're going to help you with stress, with addictions, to if you got if you're doing repetitive patterns and you know you maybe you have OCD or maybe just a little bit OCD. Maybe you got a repetitive pattern that is not good for you. Maybe you're replaying toxic emotions, toxic tapes. This can help you too. And I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. But when it's exhausting you and depleting your energy and it's just overcoming your life, maybe it's time to talk to someone. Maybe it's time to reach out to a therapist or to a friend or to a counselor. But also feel free to reach out to this crystal. So those who avoid who are one of those people that avoid conflict to the point of being walked on, to the point of you don't tell how you feel to your friend, or you don't know how to say to stop. You don't know what the word no is because you were told never to say no. And you were told to just be so passive that you lose friends. Trust me, when you avoid conflict, and I'm not saying grr, be to fight all the time. I'm just saying when you're people that avoid conflict, you're going to lose friends. You're going to lose family members, and you can even lose your job. And you will be a walking mat because you'd rather just be passive and obey and submit than to be avoiding conflict. So, for those who avoid conflict, this is going to help you. And when you want to avoid confronting difficult feelings, and you'd rather just drown them out with drink, drown it out with food, drown it out with things, self mutilating things, again, psychiatric help, therapy, a counselor, a trusted friend. Reach out to someone because because I bet they'd rather hear your story than read your obituary. Other than that, feel free to work with this type of agate to help you find different ways, different patterns. If you're there's some people that need pattern in their life. Okay, so let's get a instead of self-destructive patterns, let's have constructive patterns. Instead of sitting there eating potato chips all day, Why not do something, just do something. Do a little busy work, you know? You just vacuum, just say, well, maybe take a broom and just sweep up here. Cleaning up something is better than, as long as you're not constantly cleaning. I used to do a lot of constant cleaning, and that wasn't good for me either. But doing something to improve yourself and environment is better than doing something to destroy yourself and your environment. Wouldn't you say? So, another thing is when you have anxiety, grab one of these stones, crystals, and look at it because it can help you. It can help you with giving yourself a sense of purpose and a sense and relief and clarity and even happiness to really feel happy. This crystal is great for that. So I'm just trying to think. Okay, what else? What else? No, I already talked about that. So it's also a crystal not only of abundance but also fullness. It's a sense of feeling full. To and not only that, to fill your bank account, fill your purse, to fill your cupboards, in your refrigerator, to have it full, to bring fullness inside and outside. Dendritic agate helps you realize the beauty in the world, to see the beauty that you're not able to see right now. Maybe you're overlooking it, but also the beauty within yourself. So, this is good to help healers to send out the tendrils of healing energy. Again, sending out those tendrils. And it can manifest change so that you can live a full and well rounded life. So it can also help you dig deep and to address those skeletons in your closet, those long buried issues that are affecting you day and night, night and day. It can really help you deal with that. And what is going on subconsciously that is affecting your conscious everyday life, to bring it out into the open and deal with it and heal it, or to accept it and to move on and to branch on with your life. So it does have healing properties. It can help you with healing. It can also help, again, get better oxygen levels. Again, doctor, but also deal with blood pressure, medication, but also to help, visualize your blood pressure getting better, to visualize things are getting better. It's also good for some, it's used for healing joint discomfort. Again, physical therapy, medication. So I gotta throw some of those disclaimers out. So dendritic agate helps you to find beauty, to find comfort. It can help you even to help you with guided meditations and for path working. Dendritic agate is absolutely beautiful. I do recommend people to get one. I really do. And you just have to look around to find a beautiful piece. Again, I'm so happy to have the pieces I do. And I'm glad I have those pieces. I don't have a lot of pieces of dendritic agate, but these are the pieces I was able to dig up. And like I said, I did a presentation on tree agate, so look on my channel for that if you're interested in the green and white varieties. And what else do I want to say about this? It goes well with moss agate. It goes well with tree agate. It really does. They go well with each other. So, anyways, thank you for watching this channel, this presentation. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. I don't make any money. I haven't made any money yet. I don't even have uh, a Patreon account. Maybe one day I will. Maybe one day I'll actually do it. Who knows? But even if I did, these presentations are all free. I used to do it in person, and I used to give out crystals, except for two times Moldavite and Dragon's Blood Stone, which a friend at that time who was part of my group gave it out. And we would meet every week, either at the park or my home, and then we would do full moon rituals, sometimes dark moon rituals, as well as the 8 Sabbats. So, or certain emergency rituals. If someone really needed help, I would meet. And it was all free. If anyone wanted to donate money, hey, that's great. I'd also provide the food if someone wanted provide food to share, that's great too. But sadly, that end, you know, right after, not too long after COVID, like during COVID, during the, it ended. I had a few years running with that. But anyways, if you really like my channel and you like this information, please, 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 if you want to pay me, give donations to the needy, give donations to your community, give donations to, animal shelters, national, local, or international animal shelters, especially animals, helping animals during, war torn places. So the money you would give it to me, give it to them. I love money. Hey, if you see me out the street and you know who I am, you want to send me money, I'll take it. I'm like, you sure? I'll take it. But other than that, give it to donations. Or you can also do spells for me. Send some good energy my way. Money spells, protection spells, peace among my animals spells. Send health and wealth to me and prosperity and abundance. Even if you see this 10 years from now, I will accept it. So, anyways, thank you for watching this channel. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to me blab, 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 on, on. And as always, blessed be.